If you have children with you, meron po tayong children's ministry just outside of the door. Okay, we'll wait for a few seconds. In case you don't have an outline, you can shoot up your hand. Sabihin nyo, kailangan nyo ng outline and someone will help you. If you need a pen, marami din po tayong ball pen. Okay, if you have come for the first time and you're wondering what Saturday Praise is all about, you can sit back, relax and enjoy. Because this is a time and a place where you can be inspired to just celebrate who God is. We can be here and we can be encouraged to become deeper lovers of God and better lovers of others. Okay ba yun? Somebody said, we say this many times, your love for God is measured by the love that you have for the person whom you love the least. Look for the person you hate the most. Look for the person you don't want to see. Nandun siya, di ako pupunta. Gives you an idea how much you have allowed God to love you. Because what you have done to the least of these, my brethren, you have done it unto me. What's the title of our message today? Finding what? Finding true love. Have you found your true love? Still looking? Huh? Still looking ba? Okay, here you go. Are you looking for love? Truth of the matter is, everybody is looking for love. Whether you're young, whether you're old, whether you're educated, uneducated, whether you're poor or rich, every single person is looking for love. Problem is this, we don't know where to look for. We look for true love in all the different places. We look for it in cyberspace. We look for it in the singles bar. We look for it in far, far away places. We are looking for true love. And because we don't know where to find it, I went to the internet. This is what I found. May tahawig siya. A Woman's Guide to Love and Lasting Relationships. And it says, find a man who makes you laugh and feel love. Number 2, you find a man who has a good job and can cook. Find a man who is honest and faithful. Number 4, find a man who will value you and give you gifts. Number 5, find a man who is awesome in romance. Naku, ang saya-saya mo na siguro, ano? Ang pinaka-importante, number 6. Most of all, it is important, very important that these 5 men never meet. Kasi it's hard to find the 5 qualities in one man. See what you can find in the internet. If you're looking for true love, sabi mo, sa internet makikita ko yan. Yan, makikita mo. It's not the place where you can find true love. It's not in exotic places. And here's the question. Why are you looking for true love? Why am I looking for true love? What is the reason? Why is it we wake up in the morning, sana makita ko true love ko ngayon? What drives you? What pushes you to look for true love? Here's the reason. Most people, they feel love When they are what? Accepted. When they are what? Valued. And when people are true and faithful to them. Imagine, you have people in your life and they accept you and they value you. And whatever you do, they are faithful and true. Whoa! Huh? It's like a dream come true. Now, we realize when you are accepted, warts and all, okay, when you are valued just as you are, and when you are secure, now you believe you will be cared for no matter what happens. Whether you know it or not, you like that. It gives you happiness. You're accepted, you are wanted, you belong, you are valued. Pag wala ka dun sa party, namimiss ka, okay? And you are secure, okay? You are safe. You don't have any fear at all that you will be abandoned. When you have all those, you have happiness and fulfillment and satisfaction and pleasure and enjoyment in your heart. So, when you're looking for love, you are actually looking for what? Happiness. You are looking actually for happiness. Because when you're not rejected, when you are not set aside, when you're not abandoned, when you are made to feel that you're very significant and you are meaningful to a person's life, you say, wow, I like that. It is satisfying and fulfilling. So you go around, where can I find this feeling of being valued? Where can I find this feeling of being accepted? Where can I find this feeling of being secure where I don't fear that I will be abandoned or I will be left out? Because you believe in your heart, if you find that, you'll be the happiest person that you can be. Question is, what is this phenomenon? How come all people are looking for love? Everyone is looking for happiness. Everyone is looking for satisfaction. And then it happens. You get into a relationship. You get married. You get a boyfriend. You get a girlfriend. Nagkaanak ka na rin sa wakas. Ano? So you have now people with you. But here is the question. I don't know, can you relate? May boyfriend ka na. Ba't iyak ka pa rin ng iyak? Huh? You were saying, whoa, if only I have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, sagutin lang niya ako, masaya na ako. But may boyfriend ka na nga, bakit malungkot ka pa rin? Huh? You've seen people with boyfriends or girlfriends malungkot pa rin. Siguro dapat magpakasal kami, sasaya ako. May asawa ka na, iyak ka pa rin ng iyak. Basang-basa yung ulan. Hindi makatulog sa gabi. We want true love. We want true acceptance. We want true significance. Why this phenomenon? Bakit kaya? Ano? And here's a very simple but very important answer. Our happiness, it depends on the quality of love that we count. If you remember Mark last Saturday, he was saying something like, if your mother gave birth to you at 30, you start experiencing her love from that day on. But how long will your mother live? 30 years old na siya. Sabi mo, mabubuhay siya hanggang 70. So that's how many years? 40. Okay? Your mom, as loving as she is, can only love you for 40 years. After the 40 years, she goes to rest. Yung asawa mo, okay? Either mauna ka, mauna siya. But even though we're talking about very inspiring love, if it's human love, it does not last forever. So here's the question. The love you're counting on, is it unconditional? The love you're counting on, is it unfailing? The love you're counting on, is it unchanging? The love you're counting on, is it without measure? Because if it's conditional, then your happiness will be conditional. If it fails, then your happiness, one day, it is going to fail. If it changes, your happiness will also change. So what is this love that you have already found out? And you were made to be loved. You were made to be significant. You were made to enjoy security. But if you don't have this, you know what's going to happen? I'll be saying this over and over again. You will be like a fish that's out of the water. You were meant to enjoy infinite love, unconditional love, unfailing love, a love that never changes. You cannot survive without love. You cannot go on with life without love. There is just no way. But this is what's going to happen. If you don't find true love, you're like a man dying of thirst in the desert because you haven't drunk for many, many days. Nakasubok na kayo isang araw, hindi uminom? Yeah? No. A few hours only. 2 days. 3 days. If like 3 days you haven't been drinking, huh? If you haven't been drinking for 3 days, this kind of water you will drink. You will squeeze your shirt and drink your sweat. Why? You cannot survive without water. So even though you don't know the real love and the true love and the infinite love, yung pagtsatsagaan mo na lang kahit hiram na pag-ibig, kahit hindi totoong pag-ibig, kahit overnight na pag-ibig, kahit one night stand na pag-ibig, kahit hindi na totoo, kasi uhaw ang iyong puso sa pagmamahal. Walang magsabi sa iyo na na ikaw ay mahalaga sa buhay niya. Pero pag may babayaran ka, sasabihin niya, I love you kahit ilang beses. Di bale, basta narinig ko, I love you. Ganon kauhaw ang puso sa pag-ibig, sa pagmamahal, sa significance, sa acceptance, sa security. We are all looking for love. And this alienation from true love, it's so serious. There was a genie. He met this wife, miserable wife. Sabi niya, this is your lucky day. Sabi ng wife, bakit? Because I'm the love genie. Whatever you ask, you'll have it. Sabi niya, oh yeah. Sabi niya, but there's one condition. Whatever you ask for, your husband will get 3 times more. Sabi niya, no way, I hate my husband. He's a very despicable man. Sorry, I'm the love genie. Whatever you ask for, your husband will get 3 times more. Sabi ng babae, okay. I agree. Okay, what's your first wish? Give me $1 million. And the genie said, are you sure? Your husband will get $3 million. Ha! Sabi niya, that's okay, give me $1 million. Ching! $1 million. The husband? $3 million. And then the woman said, make me very beautiful. And the genie said, are you sure? Your husband will become so handsome, he's like Piolo Pascual and Brad Pitt and who's this? All put together, and women will run after him. It's okay, just make me very beautiful. And she was so beautiful. And she said, I'm ready for my third wish. And she said, give me a mild heart attack. Since it was only mild, still alive, yeah? But times 3. Oh man, the husband died. So she got the 3 million. And she's very beautiful. But where's the love? Huh? Where is? You know where that's coming from? Life is a mirror. Okay, life is a mirror. We give. We give what we have. And whatever you give to yourself, you give to others more. So if you respect and value yourself, you will be respecting and valuing others also. But if you put down yourself, if you hate yourself, you don't respect yourself, that is how you treat other people also. So your treatment of other people is a manifestation, it is an evidence of how you feel about yourself. You hate yourself, you dislike yourself, you don't want yourself. That is the condition. Now, this is an epidemic of wow. This is more than SARS. This is more than the bubonic plague. This is more than any crisis in the whole world. The sickness of self-hate. The sickness of self-hate. Most people in their inner core do not feel good about themselves. They inflict upon themselves self-rejection, self-doubt, and self-contempt. So when you criticize others, you know what that means? When you fail, you also criticize yourself. When you judge others and you fall down, you are also a judge of yourself. If you are harsh against other people, you are someone who is very harsh towards yourself. Life is a mirror. Where is this coming from? This empty love tank. Okay? This empty love tank, where is it coming from? This bankruptcy of the soul. Where is it coming from? Like you're a giant donut with an infinitely big hole. Where is it coming from? This neediness. What's inside the bottle? You say nothing, right? But actually there's something inside. It's air. Okay? If you put in water, then there's no air. There's just water. The bottle would either be filled with water or air. Okay? And you're either filled with true love or false love. What kind of love are you filled with? Okay. Signs and symptoms. Mag-doktor muna tayo, ha? What are the signs and symptoms of self-hate, of neediness, of an empty love tank, of this scarcity mentality, like the pie is not enough for all. I have to grab one piece and fast kasi hindi ako matitirhan. Where's this bankrupt mode coming from? It is an epidemic. Almost all people are suffering from what you call self-hate. Have you seen something like this? This is a locket. It's a necklace. But this necklace is special because half of it is worn by one person, and the other half is worn by the other person. And what is the meaning of this necklace? I'm only half a person without you. This mentality is what you call you complete me mentality. Kulang ako kung wala ka. This is a sign and a symptom of what? Of an empty love tank. A sign and a symptom of neediness. It's not coming from an overflow. You like mas beautiful ito. You are the piece that completes. Prepa, kuha naman ang microphone. Gusto niyo ng poem? Is this familiar? It's your smile. It's your face, your lips that I miss. Sinong hari dito ng karaoke?
It's your smile, your face, the lips that I miss, those sweet little eyes that stare at me and make me say, I'm with you all the way, 'cause it's you who fills the emptiness in me. I choose everything you say when I know I've got you with me.
Very romantic ba? This is a horror song actually. Look at the last paragraph. 'Cause it's you who fills the what? The emptiness in me. I am in a condition of neediness. I am in bankrupt mode. I don't have anything. There's nothing to live for. I am so empty. Okay? Pero ang ganda kasi ng tono. I think song natin yan. Hello.
You know I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you. I can't laugh and I can't sing. I'm finding it hard to do anything.
That's another horror song. Be afraid if a person cannot smile without you. Wow, what kind of person is that? Can't laugh without you. He has nothing inside. Okay? So he enters into a relationship to get something from you, not to give. Okay? He or she enters a relationship to get and not to give. Here's another one.
I can't live if living is without you. I can't live anymore.
So after the breakup, what did he do? Jumped off the bridge, right? Kasi I can't live it. Don't look for a person who cannot live without you. Look for a person who can live happily without you, but chooses to live with you. Not someone who has nothing inside and he needs you to be alive and to be happy and to have meaning in his life.
When there's no getting over that rainbow, when my smallest of dreams won't come true, I can take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last to take.
So another suicide. I won't last a day without you. It's an epidemic. And love songs, they teach us this concept that you are not and you cannot be whole by yourself. Air Supply, 2 less lonely people in the world. And I always say, right? Lonely plus lonely, very lonely. But how come we think lonely plus lonely equals happy? It's so not true, okay? Lonely plus lonely, very lonely. But you say, I'm very lonely. she's very lonely. If we get married, we'll be very happy. Happy plus happy equals very happy. So before getting married, be sure you're already happy. Okay? And before getting married to another person, be sure that other person is also already very happy. So you enter a relationship to share the overflowing happiness you have. Both of you have. And it's a multiplication of joy and of happiness. This one, let's try this. Does it have a play button? Okay, never mind. Okay. When we are empty, oh, what happened? Because I changed laptop. If you have your notes, I'll just say the answer. Okay, number 10. When we don't like ourselves, we try to solve it by many common solutions. We try to become somebody else. So, gusto mo yung gupit mo katulad niya. Huh? We grab and collect status symbols. Who likes to drive a car like this? There was this guy who was driving this car. And whoa, everyone turns around. Ooh. And one day, he was driving and he parked his car. When he opened his door, there was this car so fast from the back. And the door got ripped off from the body. And so he said, my BMW, my BMW. And he was jumping and crying and shouting. When the police came, the police said, sir, your arm got ripped off too. And he saw. And he started shouting, my Rolex! Where is my Rolex? Are you happy, satisfied, fulfilled, without all these? They don't add to your happiness. You have so much happiness inside of you, and you don't need symbols, status symbols, to prop you up. You don't need them because you have found what really is the best. Without knowing God's love, our lives will be empty. We will need others, even use them in order to become whole or fulfilled. And most love songs, they teach this falsehood. Many dream of getting married in order to be happy. Okay? Your heart is filled with either God's love and mercy for yourself or neediness. Do you know how it looks like? Do you know the difference between true love and happiness? Like a bottle, it's either filled with water or air. Your love tank is either filled with true love or false love. False love is neediness. Okay? Neediness is manifested in different ways. Here's one. Pleasing people in order to be accepted. This is a sign of neediness. Number 2, achieving a lot in order to be admired. Point number 1, I could be one of the nicest people in the world. Some people say, I don't see you not smiling. Okay? And what people don't realize, it's coming from neediness. I want you to want me. Because if I'm always smiling, you won't reject me. So I get what I want. So you don't realize it's a manipulation. If I don't know true love, okay, I am using you to feel my neediness, to feel my emptiness. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of people not wanting me. So I use pleasing people in order to be accepted. And you are fooled, like, wow, ang bait ni Richard. Kahit anong gawin mo sa kanya, hindi siya gumaganti. Hindi, ayaw lang niya ma-reject. Right? And we can be deceived. The heart is deceitful above all things. You think you are loving. No, you are just needy. And you are afraid of being rejected. Even though you have to say something, you keep it to yourself because you're just so afraid. Number 2, you achieve a lot in order to be admired. If it's just you by yourself, nobody says hi, nobody says whoa. So you've got to have medals. And when you have medals, everyone congratulates you. So you want medals to be recognized. Instead of whether you get medals or not, you do your best and the medals come. But you don't use the medals in order to feel good about yourself. Because you already feel good about yourself. You know who you are. You know what you have. You know what true love is. You're not depending on success or recognition or promotion in order to feel significant. Here's another one. Rebellion and disobedience. All the smart guys, they get A's. And everyone, wow, they have their pictures, they have their tarpaulins, they have everything. How about you? You can get A's. So you break the windows of the school. Okay? You try to burn the school. And the principal calls you. And you also become popular. Right? It doesn't matter what made you popular. The important thing is you are popular. Okay? You exist. You matter. You make a difference. Even though it's not for the good, you make a difference. Here's another one. Becomes a victim of abuse to feel needed. You're in this hurtful relationship. You don't leave the relationship. Why? Because you need the relationship to feel needed. Because when you feel needed, you feel you are important. You cannot call the police. My husband is battering me. Why? Because you need the relationship to feel that you are a martyr. You have this Messiah complex. I can save this relationship. So, we think we know what true love is, but we don't. What is the cause of a painfully wounded, empty heart? Okay? Number 1, you were designed to enjoy significance, acceptance, and security. Number 1, you were meant to enjoy worth and value, meaning, purpose, and impact. Acceptance. That means love, belonging, approval, and relationship. Security, that would be safety, permanence, enduring value, and love. So, if you are experiencing significance and acceptance and security, and it's the true kind, okay? Then you are enjoying what you were meant to enjoy. Infinite significance, unconditional acceptance, and unshakable security. This is what we were meant to enjoy. On the other hand, these are the things we are much afraid of. Just the opposite. Opposite of acceptance is what? Rejection. Opposite of significance? Insignificance. And opposite of security or permanence or guarantee, that would be insecurity. Okay? When we are alienated from the reality we're made to enjoy, our love tank is empty. And what happens? It's open. That's why you cry at night. You're not able to explain it yet. Okay? But because you're alienated from significance, acceptance, and security, it's like a knife that has stabbed you inside of you. And it's so painful. So painful. We're like fish out of water. As a result, is what? Everything we do is an anxious attempt to relieve our pain and to find fulfillment. Because you're in pain, whatever you do is so that you will not hurt more. Whatever you do, it is a defense mechanism so that the wound will not get worse. So, somebody courts you and say no. And the reason is you don't want to get hurt again. Everything we are doing is to protect ourselves from further pay. And from childhood, we have been trying to feel significant, wanted, and secure in order to survive. Growing up, how can I find significance? Oh, my dad congratulates me when I bring home medals. So you try to bring home tons and trucks of medals. Okay? My mom, she appreciates me when I help in the kitchen. So you put yourself there in the kitchen and you always get a pat on the head and a pat on the shoulder. So whatever it is to get acceptance, whatever it is to get belonging, whatever it is to get, okay, this permanence and security, you will do it. And from childhood, you have been developing strategies. And you bring it until you become an adult. So it's possible you're addicted. Okay, you're addicted to promotions, you're addicted to relationships, you're addicted to approval, because those were the strategies you used in the past in order to be fulfilled and satisfied. When alienated from reality and our love tank is empty, we're left with no other choice but to require others and depend on stuff to provide the worth, love, and security we think we need to survive our pain. So, there you go. Love tank is empty. You will die. Okay? Without true love. If you don't jump into the building, you'll go insane. You'll go to the mental hospital. So what will you do? Just use people. Okay? So get a boyfriend, get a girlfriend that you can use to make you happy. And that is what most relationships are. Naggagamitan. Pero masaya naman parehas. Masayang, but we don't realize that is what's happening. So when the other person does not deliver the goods anymore, you hate the person. You cannot be a happy person if the person will change. True love is whatever the person does, you are the happiest person that you can be, and your happiness is not dependent on the other person, whether he or she respects you. Why? You know who you are inside of you. But you play the song, kulang ako kung wala ka. Yeah. Okay? And it gets worse and worse and worse. So we require others and depend on stuff in order to provide the worth and love and security we think we need to survive the pain. Now, in deficit and bankrupt mode, what happens? We cannot what? But use people and resort to relational strategies to get what we believe we need to remain alive and functional. No choice. If you don't do it, you will commit suicide or you'll go insane. So, the only other option is we use people, we use stuff, we even use religion. You can be a religion addict. You can be a relationship addict. You can be a food addict. You can be a shopping addict. You can be workaholic. Why? Because deep inside, you are so empty, you are requiring and you depend on external things to fill up this emptiness inside of you. So you move from one relationship to another relationship. You move from one house to a bigger house. You earn from 1 million to 2 million to 16 million. And how come I'm not still happy? Because you're trying to get your happiness from the outside. It's not coming from the inside. You are alienated from infinite love, unconditional acceptance, and unshakable security. You don't know where to find it. So you're just existing, going round and round and round. Our longings and fears, they explain our choices and preferences. 5 nanligaw sa'yo, ba't yung isang sinagot mo? 5 pwede mong ligawan, ba't yun ang niligawan mo? It has to do with significance, acceptance, security. Whoever has the highest grade, whoever has the higher chance of giving you security, significance, and acceptance, and will not reject you, and will not change, that's the person who will get the yes. If we don't know infinite love, we are dependent on what others will deliver. So we look and choose carefully because we don't want to get hurt again. We can't give what we don't have when we don't know God's unconditional love and His great regard for us as His children. We have no true love to give, but only our neediness. We please people and achieve a lot to buy love and acceptance, it is therefore impossible to have a happy relationship with others. Yun po ang dahilan. That is why addict tayo sa... May kilala kayo addict sa away? Ha? Addict sa away. Alam niyo yung addict sa away? Kasi pag nakikipag-away, at least pinapansin. Okay? When my kid, Keone, okay, I've told this story before. 1 year old, we were playing peekaboo. But face-to-face kami. I closed my eyes, I said, 1, 2, 3, boom! Where is Keone? And he said, I'm here, Dad. So I closed my eyes again. Where is Keone? And he said, I'm here, Dad. So this is what I did. I closed my eyes and I did this. Where is Keone? And he said, I'm here. I said, where's Keone? Then I'm here. I said, where's Keone? Where's... Then I'm here. Where's Keone? And his voice started to break. Dad, I'm here. I'm here. He didn't know psychology then. But how important was it for him to know he exists? That he matters. So di ba rin na nakikipag-away? At least pag nakikipag-away ko, alam ko buhay ako and I exist. And I get attention. But we get it from the wrong things. We get it from the wrong source. What is the good news today? You know what the good news is today? The title is How to Find True Love. You're not looking for true love. True love is looking for you. Okay? So you don't have to go far, far places to find true love. Because God is love. And God is not lost. You're not looking for God. God is looking for you. He is. He is looking for you. And the love you're looking for, the significance you're looking for, the acceptance you're looking for, the security you're looking for, you're already surrounded by it. You only have to breathe it in. You only have to have your eyes open. Andyan na pala. May nagmamahal na pala sa akin ng isang pagmamahal na hindi magbabago kahit anong mangyari. Meron na palang umiibig sa akin. Meron na palang nagpapahalaga sa akin. Meron na palang tumanggap sa akin kahit anong gawin. There is such a love, there is such an acceptance that is already surrounding you. But we are blind to it. And we think if we go far away, if we give a lot of offerings, if we change our lives, if we become very religious, we will secure the favor. No! You are already loved just as you are. Without your aches, without your medals, without your religion, without anything, you are infinitely loved. Jesus died for you. There's nothing you can do to make Him love you more. There's nothing you can do to make Him stop loving you. What you're looking for, you already have. You know what the Bible says? God has blessed us with every spiritual blessing. You are blessed with all the love you need. The Bible says God has given us all things that we need. All the love you need. Okay? You're like a fish in the Pacific Ocean. Everything the fish needs, it's already in the ocean. And you are in the ocean of God's love. Problem is, we get inside a submarine. So you have the Pacific Ocean of God's love, and we don't enjoy it. Why? We have our scuba gear. Alright? So what we need is to open our lives to the love of God so that we can engage the love of God which regards us as very important and very, very significant. The Lord said, I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with loving kindness. Which is more expensive, a sando or a tuxedo? Tuxedo. Right? But if the sando was worn by Michael Jordan in the championship, which is more expensive? The sando. Right? The jersey. What makes you significant is who owns you. Because you're owned and you belong to the King of Kings and to the Lord of Lords, who is the creator of the universe. You have infinite significance. Why? Because you were made for the astonishing purpose of knowing the King of Kings, of knowing the Lord of Lords. So whether it's the jersey of Kobe or of Jordan, okay, you are very important because of who God is. Let me share this quote with you. Let's read it together. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the rose leaves on the hills that have crushed. So you get this rose and you step on the rose as much as you can and you crush it and you smell your feet. You have the scent of a rose. You turn away from God. You walk away from God. You spit on His face. You crucify Him. And all you hear from Him is, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. Unconditional love. And that's the very love God is loving you with right now. It is more real than the air you're breathing. It is more real than anything you are able to touch right now. We'll just answer this last portion. You were made in the image of God. You belong to the Creator and ruler of the universe. You were made for an intimate relationship with God. You're significant not because of who you are or what you have, but because of who you belong to. When we were lost because of sin, but this has not changed God's love for us. He seeks for us because we are His. There's nothing you can do to change God's love for you. There's nothing you can do to lessen your worth before God. We'll do part 2 next Saturday. Okay. This is such an exciting, very exciting truth and lesson. Bring your family, bring your friends. They're looking for love, but they don't know love is looking for them. We want to fill the whole of Metro Manila and the whole of Philippines with the infinite love of God. And we're very excited with what's going to happen. Pressy will relate it to me. Don't worry about the last part. Okay, we'll tackle this slowly and carefully next Saturday. But I pray that you have seen even just a glimpse today of God's wonderful love. This is what I always say. You walk away from your friend 5 kilometers and you turn around. How far is your friend from you? How? 5 kilometers. You walk away from God 5 kilometers. You turn around and He's right beside you. Because every step you take away from Him, He follows you. He is the hound of heaven. There's no place you can hide because He wants you to know of His great love. Amen? You know that song, Power of Your Love? We'll sing it from the heart. Okay? But we'll pray first. Shall we all stand right? Wherever you're sitting? Let's bow our heads. Our great God in heaven, this very morning, you are with us. With all the love of heaven. With all the passion of your being. We are so tired and lonely. We're looking everywhere for that which will satisfy and fulfill us. But we have come home more thirsty than ever. But thank you. You are the fountain of living water. You love us unconditionally. You accept us just as we are. You truly, truly care. And this love of yours, oh God, is the deepest need of our hearts. Open our eyes. We want to know and we want to see. Hear us, Father, as we make this song out of prayer this afternoon.
Flowing from the grave.
is with us today. Your heads are bowed, your eyes are closed. I just pray right now that you will know and experience in the most powerful way the love of God. That love that will never fail you and that will never leave you. Remember God's promise. Cast all your cares upon Him because He cares for you. Whatever you have in your heart right now, you can give it to God. And God is there to carry you through. Thank you, Father, for loving us just as we are. Thank you for answering our prayers. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. You may be seated.